Hi guys, it's Natalie, and today I'm going to be doing a really fun look inspired by springtimes, and since tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, I thought this would be perfect time to show a really fun bright green look. As you can see, I did a really bright green on the lid, and I kept the rest of the face really neutral to make it really wearable. So if you want to know how to do a really fun, lucky green eyeshadow look, keep on watching. Okay, to start off the look, you're going to apply some sort of green base. I'm using MAC's Mosscape paint pot. It looks just like this. It's like an olivey green color. If you don't have that, because I believe that's discontinued, you can also just use like a jumbo eye pencil. This is NYX's jumbo eye pencil in lemon, or any kind of green base. This is just to kind of make our green shadow pop even more. So I'm going to take a Sigma blending brush that looks like this. I'm just going to dip it into the paint pot and just apply it across my lid. I like using a fluffy brush versus a flat eyeshadow brush because it does blend it a lot better. The paint pots, they're really easily blendable, so I like that. It creates less work for me if I use a fluffier brush. So I'm trying to stay underneath the crease, as you can see, and just kind of make sure it covers the whole eye area. Just like that. It's a really pretty color even on its own. So after that, I'm going to apply my lid color, and I used this really pretty bright green from MAC. It's called Bio Green. It's just a really true like Kelly green. And then I'm going to take a flat shadow brush. This is an E55, also from Sigma. I'm going to take some of that, and I'm just going to pat that on top of the paint pot, and as you can see how bright and pretty that green looks. The Bio Green looks really pretty by itself, but with the paint pot underneath, it just pops even more. So I'm just packing that on really well, covering my whole lid area, because that's where you want the brightest color. Now I'm going to switch to a fluffy brush. This is a Sigma E40. And I'm going to take a lighter green shadow, and this is called Juxt. Looks like this. It's just a light, kind of like a minty green. Take some on the tip of that brush, and I'm just going to sweep that back and forth in the crease, just to kind of soften the Bio Green, which is on the lid. Pretty easy, just, you know, you can go as high as you want with this green depending on the size of your crease, or how high up you want the color. I go pretty high because I have a lot of lid space between my lid and my eyebrow, so I can bring the color up a little higher. Now, just to kind of soften it up a little, I'm going to go in with a matte brown shade, and I'm using MAC's Soft Brown, which is just a matte shade, a little bit darker than my skin tone. I'm going to take that same fluffy brush, just wipe it off really good to get that green off, and I'm just going to apply that right above where I applied that light green, all the way up to the brow. This isn't our highlight, but this is just going to kind of soften the space between the green and the brow, and just kind of blend everything out. If you don't have like a matte, like soft brown like this one, in a pinch you can use a bronzer, a matte bronzer, which I've used, like NARS's Laguna, or Mark for Avon has a really good matte bronzer too. So anything that's just a little bit darker than your skin tone works perfect for blending out colors. And it's not really noticeable, but it does give you that really good blended look. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with my highlight shade, and I'm going to switch to a E70 brush, which just is an angled shading brush, looks like this. And I'm going to go with my favorite highlight color right now, which is Urban Decay's Virgin, which is from the Naked palette. Taking a little bit of that, applying it right at the top of the brow bone. This is a really pretty champagne-y color, and it's very vibrant. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that and apply it right to my tear duct. Just to kind of brighten up that inner eye area. Just kind of sweep it in a little bit into that lid. Just like that. Next I'm going to switch to a darker color for my outer crease area. And I'm going to be using MAC Humid, which is a really dark foresty green. It's one of my favorite greens. I'm going to switch to a pencil brush. This is an E30 from Sigma. And I'm just going to dip that humid, or should I say dip the brush into the humid. And then I'm just going to draw it across my lid about halfway in along the lash line. And then kind of bring it up into like a V, as you can see, like I'm drawing a V. And kind of bring it into the crease, just to kind of define that crease. You can kind of feather it in a little bit just to blend. You can go as dark as you want on the outer part, depending if this is a day or night look. Just like that. And then I'm going to go in now with that NYX Jumbo Pencil, which is in Lemon. I'm just going to draw it underneath the lower lash line. All the way across, just to kind of give me the pop of that green underneath, and to have something for the shadows to stick to. Then going back with that same pencil brush in that dark green, I'm going to line, just smudge it maybe about halfway, making sure to connect at the outer corner. And then taking that same pencil brush, wiping it off really good, going with that lighter green that we used on the crease, and just doing it on the inner part of the lower lash line. And just kind of sweeping it over the dark green just to kind of blend it. So you want the lighter part on the inner corner and then the outer part darker. And I'm going to go back in one more time with the Bio Green with that same shader brush and just kind of repack that color on the lid. Just to kind of make it vibrant again, just in case you kind of blended too much. Just to make sure it's even. Kind of sweep that green, dark green back in. Makeup is all about going back and forth, blending, more blending, adding color. Okay, so now we're done with the shadows. Now we're going to move on to the liner. For the waterline, I used Avon's Super Shock eyeliner, and this is in Khaki Shimmer, which is a really pretty olivey green. I'm going to apply that to my waterline. And then I'm going to take that same color and just smudge it across the top lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go over it with the black. This is just kind of like to smudge it and to create a little darker along the lash line. This is a really pretty color. Okay, just like that. And then I'm going to go over that with a liquid liner, and this is a new liner I actually got yesterday, and it's from Mark. It's called What a Line liquid liner, and it's a felt tip, as you can see. I tried it on my sister today and it works really good. It's very precise and easy to use. I'm just gonna line my upper lash line. Kind of hard to do this and talk at the same time. And then at the end, I'm just gonna put a little bit of a wing, which is optional if you guys don't like, if you don't want a wing. You don't have to. So now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply my mascara. I'm using Makeup Forever's Smoky Lash, and then I'll be back and show you what's on the rest of my face. Okay, now that the eyes are done, we're going to work on the face. And for the cheeks and lips, I wanted to keep it pretty neutral and simple because the eyes are really the focal point of this look, and they're really bright green. I didn't want any kind of other color to compete with it. For my cheeks, I used NYX's Blush in Natural, which is a really pretty light pink. And I just got an angled blush brush, smile, and applied it to the apple of my cheeks, and just kind of work it back into the hairline. Just to give you that really pretty glow. Kind of like flush cheeks. You don't want anything too vibrant. And then for a highlight, I just took a smaller rounded brush like this, and I took NARS's Albatross, which is a shimmery gold blush. It's very pale. It's a highlight, perfect for highlight. Just took a little bit of that on my brush. I'm just going to apply that right to my cheekbone. I don't know if you can see that. It gives you a really pretty shimmer right at the top of the cheek. And the gold tone goes really good with the green. And if you don't have something like this, just use a shimmery neutral shadow. And then for the lips, I just kept it really simple with the gloss, and this is MAC's Nymphette Lip Gloss. It's a really pretty pink, like a shimmery pink that has gold in it. And it complements the look really well. So this is the look. I think it's a really fun look, especially now for springtime. I love the bright green. I think it's really pretty, and it complements a lot of eye colors. Especially when you pair it with a lighter lip and cheek, I think it's perfect for daytime. So I really like this. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a fun and safe St. Patrick's Day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.